Welcome back. We just finished talking to Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I wonder if there's anything we can talk to with Herr Huber. Seems like there is.
Herr Huber?
Yes?
I was wondering if you've changed your mind about telling me where Gabriel is. It's really important.
No. Sorry.
Thanks.
Bitte?
She just looked so petulant at the end of that conversation. No sign of Gerde in town so far. I doubt she's in the dungeon or the rat house. Maybe she's in the church? Unless she left town entirely, or is in a part of the town that we can't reach. Anyway, it's good adventure game practice to see if there's anything new in the locations that we can visit. There she is!
Gerde's here. I wonder what she's up to.
Oh my god. Gerde was in love with Wolfgang.
Finally, the penny dropped. Of course she was. He was also apparently the one who left the silver heart at Wolfgang's grave. Feel kind of bad for her. And for all the treatment Grace has given her, unjustly. Feel we should do something for her. Maybe pay some respect to Wolfgang ourselves. How could we do that?
Boy, do I feel stupid or what.
And rightly so. I know what we could do. We could get some flowers for the grave. There's some flowers here, of course, but they're kind of not in bloom, so that's not really an option. Plus, you can't actually pick them up. But there were some flowers in the garden below the secret exit, or the emergency exit, or whatever it was, from the passage. So maybe those will do. We didn't bother to close the secret passage. I mean, it's not like it's a secret or anything. I like how we still get the scary music and everything here. Even though we already know what's at the bottom of the stairs. Wait, did the door just open by itself? Looked like it. And that's what we came for. The roses. At least now we know that they were not used by Gabriel in his nightly visits to Gerde, because those never happened. Careful of the thorns. 4 roses. Wait, I only saw her pick 3. Well, I guess we were spared having to watch her pick the 4th one.
They're beautiful, but they won't last long in my coat.
So we'd better get them to Wolfgang's grave. Hopefully that will be an acceptable peace offering to Gerde. Of course, the fact that Gerde was in love to Wolfgang shouldn't exactly come as a surprise to anyone who played the first game. Then I guess Grace didn't play the first game. Because that would just be weird. And she also was not privy to any of the conversations that Gerde and Gabriel had here in Rittersburg last time around. And I doubt that what Gabriel wrote in his novelization of those events was entirely accurate. So I suppose we can forgive her for not catching the hint, especially because she basically saw what she expected to see, rather than what was actually there. And considering Gabriel's womanizing past, it's perhaps not that surprising that she would leap to that conclusion. Especially considering her denial about her own feelings.
That's better, don't you think? I'm so sorry. I was an idiot.
Gabriel and I, we never...
I know. It's my fault. It's Gabriel's fault. He never tells me anything.
No, it's definitely your
On this
fault.
case.
Maybe he just...
Don't even try to make excuses for him. Still, he's up to his neck in it, I think. Will you help me out with something?
Of course.
I have to do some research on Ludwig. I want to go see some of his castles.
Take Gabriel's car. There's a map of southern Bavaria in the car. Ludwig's castles are all marked.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Alright, peace has been restored. And we got the car keys.
Gabriel's car keys. He'd have a fit if he knew I had them.
Better not tell him then. Because what he doesn't know doesn't hurt him. Which means that now it is time for us to go do some sightseeing. And yes, I mean that literally. So we get a map of southern Bavaria. There's Munich. Here's Rittersburg apparently, which is where we are now. And no, if you check an actual map, you'll find that it is entirely accurate except for where Rittersburg is supposed to be. It is not there. Locations of the two castles are accurate, though. Neuschwanstein and Herrenchiemsee. Let's start out with Neuschwanstein. That's a pretty clear indication why Ludwig was known as the Swan King, and explains the swan symbolism in Gabriel's dream from the previous chapter. And that's the castle, and that is actually what it looks like. Pretty much all of the stuff we're going to see now is actual photography from inside the castle. So, if you've always wanted a history lesson on Ludwig and his castles and never had the chance to go there, now's your chance. And we're actually going to take sort of a tour here, like an audio tour thing. In every location there are several tour tapes that you can listen to. Find out more about what we're looking at. So let's do that.
Our tour begins in the entry hall. Ludwig II lived from 1845 to 1886. He assumed the Bavarian throne at the age of 18 when his father died. Ludwig's passion was building castles. He built 3 during his lifetime: Linderhof, Herrenchiemsee, and Neuschwanstein. Plans for a 4th castle, Falkenstein, were underway when he died. In addition to his obsession with building, Ludwig also had a passion for classical heroic German mythology, a taste he shared with the German opera composer Richard Wagner. Neuschwanstein is decorated throughout with themes from these stories, most of which directly relate to Wagner's operas.
The guard's leaving, I guess? They walk around a lot, and unfortunately the game makes you wait for it whenever it happens. You can also look at some of the paintings here. Apparently they are all based on stories from Wagner operas.
The paintings in this room are from the Siegfried saga.
Okay. I think the message is
The
the same.
paintings in this room are from the Siegfried saga.
Indeed. At least we can look at the painting. Conspicuous door here.
The closed door leads to the tower, which is not part of the tour. The king was making his way to this very door when he was arrested in 1886.
What was he going to do in the
I
tower?
wonder why Ludwig was going to the tower the night he was arrested.
Could it be important? Who knows? Let's move on. Bedroom, it seems.
You are now standing in the king's bedroom. The theme of the bedroom is Tristan and Isolde, the tragic love story retold in Wagner's opera. The opera was given its first performance in Munich in 1865, and a 20-year-old Ludwig attended. This is probably the most elaborate and expensive bedroom ever created. It took 14 woodcarvers 4.5 years to create this room. It was this kind of extravagance that bankrupted the king. In the years before his death, he found it increasingly difficult to find money from any source.
It is kind of ironic that while Ludwig nearly bankrupted Bavaria and changed the guards with all these castles he built, and now they're actually a big source of income because of the tourists. More paintings here from Tristan and Isolde.
Scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde. Scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde.
Okay, I guess the paintings always have the same message for one particular room.
The richly carved bed, with its canopy, resembles a Gothic building and its turrets. The bed's draperies were handmade by dozens of Bavarian seamstresses.
Did they have running water in 1886?
That's a stupid question because there's a sink, so yes. I guess so anyway. They did here, it seems. Or maybe it's a later edition, I don't know. Not that much an expert on history.
Maybe Ludwig thought all this luxury would help him sleep.
Maybe he did. We'll continue the tour in the next video.